Now, as the war between Israel and Hamas militants rages in West Asia, hate speech targeting Muslims and Jews alike in the West are rising. Today, we take a look at the ideas of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and whether these are shared story in the West. First, let's take a look at what these terms really mean, and we'll start off with anti-Semitism. Now, according to the International Human Rights Association, anti-Semitism is a certain perception of Jews which may be expressed as hatred towards them. And it refers to any kind of hostility, prejudice or discrimination against Jews. That is anti-Semitism. A certain type of manifestation of this can include the targeting of the state of Israel as well. Anti-Semitism also includes frequently charging Jews with conspiring to harm humanity, and it is often used to blame Jews for why things go wrong. Next, let's take a look at what Islamophobia is all about and what it really means. According to the all-party parliamentary groups, Islamophobia is rooted in racism. It is an extreme fear of and hostility toward Islam and Muslims, which often leads to hate speech, hate crimes, as well as social and political discrimination. It is a type of racism that targets expressions of Muslims. Islamophobia also accuses Muslims as a group of being responsible for real or imagined wrongdoing, which might be committed by a single Muslim or group of Muslim individuals. And it is also possible that that kind of hate can arise even for acts committed by non-Muslim individuals. Now, with the war in the West Asia completing a month, the outbursts of anti-Semitism and wave of global hatred directed against Jews has intensified by Israel's response in Gaza to the Hamas militants' attack on Israel on October 7th. Moreover, the recent anti-Semitism is also a reflection of how the American and Western European societies are managing it, where stability and democracy are already under pressure. Anti-Semitism has led to the cancellation of Jewish day schools classes. Synagogues, which are Jewish houses of worship, have also been forced to lock their doors. Social media has pulsated with hatred against Jews, leaving a community that can never escape its historic trauma, yet again wondering where and when it can ever be safe. Even in Ivy Leagues like Harvard University and Cornell University, Jewish American students are feeling unsafe in the campuses due to the threat to their lives. And in recent weeks, people have been caught tearing and taking down the posters of kidnapped Israelis. Like anti-Semitism, Islamophobia is also on the rise in the West. Muslims and Palestinian students in the US fear that the country is returning to Islamophobic levels of 9/11. According to the Council on American Islamic Relations, the nation's largest Muslim civil rights group, the group has witnessed a threefold increase in complaints about anti-Muslim violence and harassment in October itself. Many of these incidents occurred at pro-Palestinian protests, with people brandished weapons at protesters or drove their vehicles into them. Moreover, the fears were brutally underscored when a 6-year-old Palestinian child was stabbed 26 times by his family's 71-year-old landlord. The man shouted, and I'm quoting here, "You Muslims must die." He shouted these words at the child's mother, who was also injured in the attack.
La politique, la politica